Do you ever have one of those times where God just kind of reaches out and puts his hand right through your chest and grabs a hold of your heart and starts tugging it and squeezing it, and you get the sense that he won't let go until you say, yeah, I'll remember this. I won't forget it. I had one of those experiences a couple weeks ago in a rural road in northern Nigeria. Let me share it with you. I'd been in that section to visit with persecuted Christians and the leaders of the indigenous church that's working with them and encouraging them. We were traveling the 6 hours of dusty road through rural Nigeria. A 15 to 18 passenger bus had missed the turn and driven too fast and rolled over and started rolling. And it came to a stop on its side, and we jumped out of our car and rushed over there and started helping to pull the bloody passengers out of the truck as it laid on its side and dripped gas into the dusty roadside. As I crossed around to the van, which was lying on its left side, I crossed to the top and I looked with the crowd that has then gathered at the legs of an older woman that was protruding out from underneath the van. She's halfway under there and was being crushed. And so the crowd and we gathered and we pulled and we pushed and we righted the van up so that it wasn't any longer laying on the woman, but as we did, the shrieks and the cries continued as people looked at her and said, she's gone. And as I reached over and took her pulse, I realized, though, that she was still alive. And I realized later as I waited with her for the emergency crew to come, which takes so long, that I could have done more. But I didn't. I didn't rip my t-shirt off and bandage up her wounds and fold her face back onto her head. I didn't whisper words of salvation to her. I later was tormented by that. And I asked myself late at night, laying in my bed, why? There was the fear of AIDS. It went through my mind as I laid in the dust there. There was blood everywhere. It's Africa. It's rampant there. What if the wrath that they were expressing toward the driver who they were seeking, what if that found its expression as wrath towards me? What if the authorities came and they said, well, you helped in her death, and what if they held me? What if? What ifs don't matter, because I realize I could have done more. I felt her faint pulse in my hand and realized that I froze. I didn't do more. I know grace, by the way. I know God's forgiveness. I've felt it for things that I did and things that I should have done that I didn't. But there's something about that torment that I never want to forget. But here's the point, that he's entrusted me and you with a whole host of opportunities, a whole lot of chances to say, I'm going to do something, or I'm not going to do it. And I hope that feeling never leaves me, where I am saying, I need to do more. Because I may never run across another dying woman on a dusty roadside in rural northern Nigeria, but I know there are billions of people in this world who are dying without Christ. And the question becomes, what will I do about those people? I don't want to end my life with a feeling that I could have done more. What about you?